It's a pleasure and honor to be here this evening. Very grateful to be alive today and be able to share a little bit of hope with you folks. How many parents in here, how many parents do we got in here that have been addicts? Awesome. How many addicts do we have in here?
Just as many.
All the parents raise their hand too.
I would like to congratulate the addicts that got one more day clean. Let's give yourself a round of applause. And let's not leave out the parents for taking that time and making the effort to make a change, because it is action that completes the miracle process. So let's give the parents a round of applause. Thanks to Angie and Art for inviting me to speak tonight. I'm just going to be real honest with you. This has been pretty emotional. The first video, I mean, a show of hands, how many people just really almost wanted to cry when those people that passed away. This is some pretty heavy stuff, pretty major life stuff. I just had one of my sponsors. I sponsor and mentor a lot of people. He just took his own life 2 days ago, and his mom found him. And that's the reality of this disease. I couldn't make it to the house in time, but when somebody's that determined to do something, sometimes that's just, he had to pass away so others could live. And that's just the nature of this particular game of heroin addiction, and just addiction in general, is death happens. So what I'm going to do is just be honest with you folks for about 5 more minutes. And Winston Churchill told us that the truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, and ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. It's like a buoy. You push it down, it's going to come back up. And these people that have come up here and shared this evening, you know, they're just up here in front of a whole bunch of strangers, being completely honest about what's going on in their lives today. And that's how I recovered, is by taking full responsibility for where I was in my life at that particular time, and being completely honest. I sit in circles every day and be completely honest about what's going on in my life. I'm going to take you through a quick scenario of my life, what it was like, what happened, and what it's like today. I've been to prison 4 times as a direct result of drug addiction, possessions mostly, 8 possession of heroin, 1 possession of meth, 1 possession of cocaine, and 2 stolen properties. I've been held hostage by the Mexican mafia. I've been shot at, stabbed, been in prison riots, and lived under the Burnside Bridge for almost a year. I was so in full flight from reality, I couldn't be saved. It wasn't until December 28th, 2012 is my clean date. I was incarcerated for the last time for another possession. And I hit my knees and begged my Creator, the God of my understanding, for an exit strategy. And I was able to get out and continue this clean time. And it was through open-mindedness, honesty, and willingness. And on my journeys, I've met the most amazing people. I mean, it's just crazy. Today, Monday, I was speaking at the Capitol in front of all the heads of state about battlefield addiction and bringing these communities together, bringing the families together. You see how emotional and how powerful these videos and these speeches and these presentations are, and that feeling inside is just undeniable, that tidal wave of emotion when you see those people, those faces. When I met Art and Angie, it's like-minded people attract. You attract the equivalent of which you express. And for some reason, for some odd reason, we connected and we speak the same language. When I first met these people, I was listening to myself when I was talking to Art. And I was like, wow. So there's a big difference between, some people say that knowledge is power, and I don't think that that's true. Knowledge is potential power. But once you organize that knowledge, then you have power. It's organized knowledge. So you wouldn't send a contractor to go perform a brain surgery. You know, you have this problem, and we're dying for the solution. Well, you get like-minded people that I was in active addiction for 21 years. You know, I almost lost both legs. I've almost lost my life I don't know how many times. And then you get Angie and people that have gone through this family battle, and we can sit down and give you this consultation, and Art can give you this whole scenario, what he's going to say or what she's going to say, because this power comes in numbers. It's when we collectively come together to fight something. You know, everybody needs something to fight against. People fight against cancer, diabetes, whatever it is. Well, we're all here today fighting addiction. You watch the news, you read the newspaper, you're going to read something about somebody overdosing, somebody dying. And the state and the country, we had, in 2010, we had 16,651 people die of an overdose. In 2015, we had 47,155 Americans dead. That's just in America. That's major. But it's things like this. I hear the buzz in Whatcom County, Snohomish County, King counties, all these counties that I work with, and I get all these statistics of what's going on out there. And people are dying for a solution. What do we do? And if we can get this organization together and help these families, bring the family back together, is what we can do. And it's helping these addicts with just mastering the mundane things, these little things of self-confidence. They breed self-confidence for the addict. And in the same time, we're working with the parents and giving them this peace of mind and surrendering to the now. This is what's happening. You know, and having this knowledge that's organized, because this safety, you get this safety net around you. Like, when I first came into the rooms of AA and NA and these 12-step programs, the most powerful medicine is one addict talking to another. Period. It's one mom talking to another mom. Because we get this feeling of indifference and uniqueness, and no one knows how bad I had it, and no one's kid's like mine. Well, that's a lie. The ego's trying to get you into a room by yourself, kill you, and make it look like an accident. That's what's happening. But you have to have these people around you to say, no, that's a lie. No, that's not the truth. This is the truth. This is what's happening right now. And there's so much freedom, so much power in surrendering to the now. This is what's happening. Instead of fighting this and that, we cease fighting everything and everyone and just surrender to the now and get right to the solution. So back to the carpenter or the contractor and the brain surgeon. You know, you're going to send a brain surgeon. If you get multiple brain surgeons that have, you know, done all of these surgeries, know the ins and outs, I'm going to go to the brain surgeon to get my brain surgerized. But I really want to convey that this battle that we got going on is so serious. And I go to different communities, and I go all the way up to the state. It's an epidemic, and it's not just in I mean, it's around the world, but it's us coming together and having Battlefield head this thing and give us solutions. You know, Albert Einstein said that you cannot fix a problem with the same mind that created it. Now, if you're lacking solutions, we have some for you. So I would beg and implore you to seek it out. Seek out this knowledge. Get it organized and go after the disease. You know, there's always something to do. You know, failure, we fail and we fail and we fail. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times. You know what he said? He said, because I ran out of ways to fail. We ran out of ways to fail, but we kept trying. It's action and effort that completes the miracle process. It's effort is the key to enlightenment. And if you parents sitting here tonight, you're taking action. You addicts sitting here tonight, you're taking action on your life. I was so far gone, so pitiful and immoral demoralization that it was just silly. But it was my parents and the people that still love me that kept dripping on me. Kept dripping on me. and was there for me when I came out of the bushes, literally. I had someone there. You know, the number one need amongst human beings is that acceptance. You're accepted here. We're all accepted here. Parents, you're accepted here. You're not unique. You're not different. And we do have solutions. So in this last 3 years, I went from living under the Burnside Bridge to I got my license back. I started small, just making the bed. You know, that was huge. And like Art was saying, an addict being clean for 1 day is a miracle. Off of heroin, are you serious? It's huge. If we could just give these people these little kudos for making the bed, eating properly, and then I go exercise. It's just mastering the mundane things in life until these addicts, till I could build this self-confidence. I got my license back. I went to the Pierce County Jail, and you know, they dropped the DUI. They dropped all this stuff because they saw what I was doing. You know, I've been on DOC for 21 years, and they gave me a certificate. DOC doesn't take too many certificates, but they gave me a certificate for getting off DOC. I wrote this book. I mean, 3 years ago, if you would have asked me if I was going to write a book, are you kidding me? I got sticks and sticker bushes on me. I'm just coming out of the bushes. Real, that's serious. Thinking the feds are after me and I got stuff all over me. That's how bad I was. But recovery is possible. Never give up hope. I got this book published, and I do and I can help people recover from a seemingly hopeless disease of mind and body. Art can relate to this. I mean, this is what we do. We're in the trenches every day. We got so many tools to just custom fit you, you know, but we got to get through those failures first sometimes. And like they said, you know, they got you. So I just, again, thank you for everybody allowing me to speak, and please don't ever give up hope. There is a solution. We just got to find it. Thank you.